I was filming a pregnancy announcement, like reaction video. I've been feeling extremely ill for 2 weeks straight. I thought it was probably time. Ready? Literally a year and a half ago, I was on my knees. I did one of those York allergy tests. Good morning. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video. Hope you're doing really well. It is finally about time that I'm feeling a little bit better. I have been so ill over the last few weeks, but your girl got some antibiotics and I'm feeling okay now. Thank the Lord, because trust me, it has been vile, but we move on, and it's time for me to quickly do my morning skincare routine because Ash and I are going out on a little day today with Hallie because George is out at the moment with his nanny. He's gone to the zoo, and so I figured let's make the most of just having one child with us today and go to have a little Sunday roast and have a little fun. So that is what the plan is. I don't know about anyone else's kids, but when it is both of them together, they just bounce off of each other in terms of just annoying each other, winding each other up, upsetting each other. Obviously, there's the occasion where they make each other laugh, which is lovely, but the majority of the time, their behaviour is just wild when they're together. And then when they're not together, they're like little angels. I'm just like, come on, seriously. So yeah, it is an awful lot easier when it's just one of them. I'm just cleansing my face quickly before popping on my little Skin and Me serum, because last night, that's all I'm going to do in the morning, and put on a little bit of moisturiser and then pop on my makeup. But last night I used my cleanser, my daily doser, which is just in here, my personalised daily doser, even says Shan on it. And then I also finally got a fresh moisturiser. I actually have used Skin and Me for 3 whole years now, non-stop. I haven't really used any other products. I feel like a lot of the time when people recommend things, it's when they've been using it for like a couple of weeks or a few months. Genuinely, I will never go back from, as long as Skin and Me exists, I will use them because it's just simple and works. And I feel like a lot of the time, simplicity is key when it comes to skincare, right? Because I had severe hormonal acne, and don't get me wrong, I still have breakouts around my time of the month. I don't know if you can see here, but wow, they clear up so much quicker now that I'm using personalised, powerful skincare that is like for me and my skin. I get so many questions all of the time about like, is it worth it? Like, how does it work? Like, what even is the daily doser, for example? This is the one that I use. This is like the treatment, the personalised treatment that I use in an evening routine. So it's obviously morning, I'm not going to use it now, but in the evenings I use this, which is the daily doser, which is full of my personal skincare for me that targets my skincare concerns. And you can see here it has, can you see that? It's got all of these amount of days here, so you can see that it's for nighttime because it's got the moon. And then basically, I'm not going to waste the product, I'll show you a little bit later in the video, but basically twist this and it clicks and it comes out with the perfect amount of product. And when it clicks, you stop twisting and then you pop that on your face. That's a perfect amount of product for you to use every evening, so you're not using too much or too little. And this is specifically formulated by the Skin and Me dermatology team for you. If you had rosacea or fine lines or big pores and you wanted to minimise those are all things that you can tackle with your daily doser. It will just be a different formula than mine. It will just be personalised to you to suit your skincare concerns, anything that you're going through. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding or literally anything, if you're taking any kind of medication, it will be adapted to suit you. And that's why I love it, because it's so personal and it just arrives and it just works. Like that's the beauty of it. If you wanted to try Skin and Me for less than a £5, yeah, less than a £5 for £4.99. My code is SHANMARCH, and that gets you your first whole daily doser, full size daily doser for £4.99. And you also get a cleanser trial size one, and then also a moisturiser and an SPF, which I haven't put on. I've just reminded myself, so I'm going to do that now. But if you want to get that, then just use my code SHANMARCH or use the link down in the description box, and I promise you, you'll be hooked just like I have been for the last 3 years. Like, it just works. Anyway, like I said, Ash and I are going out on a little date day with Hallie. I think we're just going to go for a little pub lunch somewhere, maybe a pub garden, because it's actually sunny still. So that is the plan for today. I honestly can't tell you how much of a rarity this is, but this month I've actually got quite a lot of things on, which feels really nice actually. And obviously the sun has been shining and I've been ill, but now I'm not ill, I actually get to enjoy it a little bit, which is just so nice. And I swear, doesn't the sun make parenting so much easier? Like, you can just get in the garden, like the kids are just playing and walking around and looking at plants and whatever, and then you go to the park and just kick around a ball. Like, everything is so much easier when the weather is nicer. It's Ash's birthday this month, and also I've got my really close friend, family friends, hen do, which is so exciting. It's a Butlins Weekender, which I haven't actually done in almost 10 years. The last time I did a Butlins Weekender was 2015, pre-kids, obvs. I was like 17, I think, and it was really fun. It was a really fun weekend. Last time I went to a like 18 to 35 weekend, or I think maybe it was Club 18 to 30. You know those kind of holidays that we all used to do? Like, I think I'd gone to Magaluf that year, and then we were all like meeting up for this Butlins Weekender, and there was no one there over the age of like 30 or 35, and obviously no one there under the age of 18 or there or thereabouts. I'm pretty sure I was 17. Anyway, it's going to be a right laugh, and I'm so glad that I'm feeling better for it, because I would not be okay going there when I was feeling how crap I was feeling last week. And then yeah, the weekend after that is when it is Ash's birthday, and I'm treating him to, we're going to this show. It's actually, I don't know if anyone's heard of Inside Number 9. It's a bit of a cult following kind of thing. I've got to keep quiet because it's a secret and he doesn't know about it, and he is downstairs. Basically it's a live show of Inside Number 9, which is one of Ash's like absolute favourite TV shows ever of all time. We're going to go for dinner at this really nice Korean restaurant in Covent Garden before, and then we're going to go to the show, and then we're going to stay overnight. My mum's having the kids, so we're going to be in London for the whole day. Although the morning of his birthday, we've actually got a soft play birthday party to go to, but we're going to do that, and then we're going to go into London. So yeah. But yeah, we definitely don't do stuff like this often, but it is so nice to have something to look forward to. Obviously it's like a big expense and whatever, you've got to figure out childcare and all that kind of stuff, but like yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. For the Butlins Weekender, Ash has taken 2 days off of work to have the kids and like make sure that, so it's like a Friday to Monday thing, so we go on the Friday but we don't get back until the Monday. And so he had to take the Friday and the Monday off, and that's not really a thing that he would like normally be able to do, but he's swung it, so that's really good. Which makes such a difference compared to like when he was in the army. Obviously that was just not, in any sense of the word, going to be a possibility. You can't just take a day off from the army, it just doesn't work. You have leave blocks, and that is when you're on leave, and that is that. And then that's often the only time you really get to see them, like properly, especially if you're living apart or if they're on deployment. And so I wasn't about to book bloody bingo bango on the Butlins Weekender when my husband was finally back home, because yeah, it just wasn't the priority, I guess. But it's nice now that we actually get to do a little bit of stuff like independently and be our own people, as well as mum and dad, as well as husband and wife. Like, I just feel like my soul defrosting a little bit from like obviously the bloody winter that we've just had, and also I don't know, just the kids are getting to an age now where they're both really happy staying with either parents. They're both really happy being with grandparents, which is lovely. So yeah, it's just really nice. And also my mum and Ash's mum both live relatively nearby, like a lot, well, closer than they've ever lived previously. I've never really understood the whole village thing, just because of circumstance. Like, the people in our family are amazing, but through circumstance living all over the place, like we haven't really had that. And especially when you have young kids as well, when they just need their parents, like especially if you're breastfeeding or this or that, and like emotional needs need to be met and things like that. Whereas now where they are getting older and they're making really amazing bonds with like other people, not just us, yeah, it's nice because you treasure the moments you have with them, but also you get to have that freedom that you probably haven't had in a while. And I'm just feeling like the balance at the moment is really good, actually. I don't feel as overwhelmed as I've felt probably for the last 4.5 years. So it's nice. I feel like, yeah, It's nice. Although I did actually have to take a pregnancy test last week. I'm gonna show you the footage of the pregnancy test. Thought I was filming a pregnancy announcement, like reaction video. So I filmed it in the, like, thinking, what if? So here's that footage. I've been feeling extremely ill for 2 weeks straight. And I haven't even considered that it could be pregnancy, morning sickness. It does feel a lot like morning sickness. Definitely, like the nausea and stuff, like it is too similar. It is like not fun at all, and I've experienced it twice before and it feels very similar to that. However, I've got other symptoms that aren't really pregnancy related, which has made me think there's nothing to do with pregnancy. However, I'm going to the doctors and they've obviously asked if there's any possibility I could be pregnant, and although it is extremely unlikely, I thought it was probably time to take a test. I haven't taken one of these in a very long time, since I was trying with Hallie, and I think the last test I took was October 2022. That was when we were trying to get pregnant with Hallie, who is down here having a snack right now, and I was desperate for it to say positive. If we were to get a positive result after doing this, I'm just doing it to rule it out. I don't think I am, if I'm honest. I think it's something else that's going on, and the nausea is a symptom of that. But if this came back positive, I would be extremely scared for how that would impact our life. Like, it'd be doable, but it's definitely not the plan. It's definitely not the plan. And it would kind of change the course of everything, wouldn't it? So, yeah. I'm gonna do this. I've got a little pot of my own pea I'm gonna dip this into. I can't even open this. Oh my God, wish me luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll know the result in 1 minute. But yeah, I've basically been feeling extremely sick and nauseous, and the feeling of that nausea and having to like eat something really bland, like to curb the sickness. Hello, darling. Come here, my baby. Come here. Oh God. I think I've had enough time now. I'm gonna look. And I think it's negative. Negative, negative, negative. Ready? Yeah. It's negative. That's a bloody relief. Weird that there's a small part of you that's like, oh, okay. But I am glad, I am relieved, definitely. It's definitely negative. Panic over. Anyway, I'm not pregnant. And I am relieved, definitely, but it was weird. It was very weird, the thoughts that were going through my head, like when I thought it could be a possibility, like, because I was thinking about it, because it's not something that I had thought about at all in terms of it being desirable. And trust me, I am still very much relieved, because it would have turned life on its head yet again. Especially an unplanned pregnancy, they're a mind-boggling thing to get your head around, aren't they? It was wild that within all of that, I was a little bit like, well, if I am, then that's amazing. Which is not something that I had anticipated. I had always just assumed I would be like, oh my God, this is terrible, like this is gonna be crazy, it's gonna be really hard, because literally a year and a half ago I was on my knees in the postpartum, like it was so hard, like the hardest thing ever. Like I'm finding it really hard to like transport myself back there. Like it was awful, like really, like it was at the beginning. I wanted it to be bliss, I wanted it to be amazing. It was everything that I'd always wanted, everything that I could ever have wished for, but I didn't enjoy myself second time round postpartum, like I didn't. And the newborn days of Hallie were extremely hard, because I had a very boisterous, crazy, energetic toddler. I had postpartum depression, and there was all this other stuff. Hallie was a tricky baby. Let's just not even beat around the bush with that. She was really hard as well. She didn't sleep, didn't eat. Breastfeeding was a nightmare. Like, it wasn't fun. And yet, when I was thinking about a third, I was like, it'd be hard, but there was a but, and I was like, and not happening. Not planning it. Definitely not planning it. Actively not planning it. But it was just interesting that thought even went through my head. Anyway, I think that is me pretty much done. Okay, now I'm done. Can you hear the washing machine going? Sometimes.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving center views. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about inside the walls. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving center views. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improved, but you ain't even flexing. But you ain't even flexing.
Good morning, guys. I hope you're all doing okay. It's the next day now. I've just done a core workout this morning, just 15 minutes quickly. The kids are still asleep, which is amazing. It's 10 to 7, which is good. However, one of the kids, not naming names, went to bed last night, went my bed last night, so our bed is a pretty big bed. So my day is going to be consisting of bedding, and I literally changed the bed yesterday, so great. But other than that, one of the kids is still in my bed, one of them's in their room, and then, yeah, just got nursery run and stuff to do this morning. I'm going to quickly have some breakfast for myself, try to squeeze in a shower, but I don't know. Like I said, it's 10 to 7, so I don't know how well that's going to go. I'm not going to nap too much. Let's make some breakfast. I'm just defrosting some oat banana pancakes that I made a while ago. They were in the freezer, obviously, and I don't really have much else in because it's food shop day and we have no milks. We normally get like full fat milk, like blue milk and semi-skim milk and oat milk. I am now cow's milk free. And the reason for that is because I did one of those York allergy tests. I think I mentioned this in last week's vlog, but I did one of those York tests, allergy test things, to see what I was intolerant to. Not allergy, intolerance tests. So it was a York intolerance test, food intolerance test, to see what ingredients I'm intolerant to, because I knew that there was something, I just didn't know what. Basically, since having George, I have had IBS-like symptoms, like basically just going to the toilet is a flipping nightmare. All over the place, like it's just not great. IBS is not the funnest thing to talk about on the internet, but yeah, it's just uncomfortable and it hinders like everyday sort of life. Not to the extreme sense that like I can't go about my daily life. I can, it's just inconvenient and uncomfortable, and that's why it's like one of those things that I went to the doctors about it a couple of times, but then like I just felt like I was wasting everyone's time because there was no like direct answers. And I'm sure if I had pursued it, then I could have got more answers and stuff, but I just felt a bit silly going, and look, whatever, like maybe I should have pursued. But anyway, I decided to take one of those intolerance tests, and it came back out of 100, so they test 200 different ingredients, from 0 to 100 how much your body reacts to it. At 97 was cow's milk, which makes total sense. It really does, because I have dairy in like basically all of my foods. I tend to go for oat milk in coffee just because I prefer the taste. And I think probably because I have like lattes usually, that it's a large amount of milk, I had noticed in the past when I have a latte and it's like mainly milk, I felt really, really funny afterwards. But for some reason I never really cut dairy out. Like I think back in 2020 or 2021, I did eliminate like quite a lot of foods because I knew that I had IBS and I knew that I had to eliminate some foods. But what I did is eliminate all foods all at once, and then it basically meant that I just couldn't eat anything, because there's like loads of different types of foods that if you have IBS it could be, and so I just eliminated everything. I eliminated all FODMAP foods, all gluten, all dairy, like it was just, and then I had like nothing left, and then I just gave up and then started eating normally again. But this time, there were other ones on my test, and I'll pop up my full results here. There were other ones that I was reacting to. So wheat was one, yeast was one, and also chilies was one. Weirdly, gluten wasn't one, because I just, it's like one of the most common ones, isn't it? A gluten intolerance. But gluten wasn't one that was in the like realms of normal reactivity. But anyway, breakfast, I'm gonna put some honey on it. I think for now I'm just gonna try and eliminate all cow's milk, so including anything from like butter, cheese, chocolate, everything, and go fully like committed on not consuming any cow's milk, and basically see how I get on. This is my breakfast. These are oat banana pancakes. I think these are also carrot in them. I grated up some carrot. These are normally for the kids, but they are delicious, so I have them sometimes as well. And we don't have any, well, we have yogurt in, but it's obviously cow's milk yogurt. I need to get some like cow's milk alternatives. And yeah, that is me for a little while. I'm gonna try that and see if it makes any difference, and then hopefully I don't have to cut out wheat as well, because that would be a nightmare, because everything's got wheat in it, like literally pasta, bread, everything that I consume. I have a lot of those products, but I can just try and get rid of all the cow's milk in my diet and go from there, basically. If anyone has any cow's milk alternative options for like cheese specifically, that's the one that I'm going to struggle with, I think. For milk, I'll just use oat milk, that's fine. But for cheese or like chocolate and stuff like that, I think I could probably, I can do the chocolate. I will miss the chocolate, but I can do it, I think. And then it's just for like ingredients in meals. So like, I use a lot of creme fraiche in my dinners. I use obviously butter, but I've got a like vegan alternative in the fridge at the moment, and it tastes absolutely fine like on toast and stuff, so that's great. Cow's milk alternatives you can think of. I'm thinking halloumi cheese, because that's not cow's milk, that's goat's and ewe's milk, I think. So I can do that. I think one of the kids is coming, well, I know it's George is coming downstairs, so I'm gonna finish my breakfast, sort his breakfast out and get ready for the day. Only a little bit. All over. That's enough. Stop. George! Stop! That is so much honey. Go on then. There you go. Right. Back from the food shop. Dropped George off at nursery. I'm going to show you what I got. Washing machine is going crazy with my duvet in it at the moment, but this week's food shop came to £77, and the way I do food shops basically is the first week of the month I'll bulk buy meat. I'll buy loads and loads of different meats and fish and stuff like in massive packs, and then I'll put them in individual Ziploc bags and then put them in the freezer, so that we've got a lot of meat throughout the week, throughout the month. It'll probably last for about 2 weeks, and then I'll do it again. This is the week that I need to top up on chicken, but other than that, I've got other things. I've got sausages, I've got salmon, I've got mince, I've got loads of stuff in the freezer still. So I don't need to buy like every single meal's worth of meat, if that makes sense. Some meals we're having veggie meals, some meals we're having meat, some meals we're having fish, so it kind of just varies. And also we have a lot of veg left over, and a lot of it is like frozen veg, and a couple bits of like, we've got broccoli heads and courgettes and stuff in the fridge. So I haven't had to buy like loads and loads of stuff. And last week's food shop came to £108, and then this week's food shop is £77. So it kind of evens out, because we're using stuff that's left over from last week, as well as like getting the top up stuff. Does that make sense? So 4 pints of green milk, 6 pints of blue milk, 2 litres of oat milk, 2 things of squash, they're on offer at the moment. About 3 kilos of chicken breast. What I'm going to do is put 2 breasts into each Ziploc bag and then put them in the freezer, and that's going to be like a lot of chicken, a lot of meals worth of chicken. Probably use about 2 chicken breasts per dinner, like if I'm chopping it up and putting it in stuff, because I bulk it out with veg and stuff as well, so I try to like cut down how much meat we have in each meal. So that's between like 4 of us. Obviously 2 grown-ups and 2 little kids. Chicken thighs and sausages as well. Fruit, we've just got some easy peelers and some apples. We've got a few berries and stuff in the fridge still, and then we've also got loads of frozen fruit, as well as a load of bananas that were so green last week, and now they're just about edible. So they've taken ages to ripen. I've got 2 like things of bananas in there. Some fresh blueberries. I've got frozen ones, but sometimes fresh is nice. Peppers, lettuce, red onions, some spinach, cheddar cheese and halloumi. This halloumi is made from goat's milk, not cow's milk, so I can have this. Some hummus and some sour cream and chive dip. Oh, I just remembered I've also got some chicken wings, so that me and Ash can do like gochujang Korean chicken wings on the weekend, but these are frozen, so I'm gonna shove these in the freezer. I also actually got some sweet potato chips, which I don't normally buy chips like in a pre-packaged thing. I normally just make them because they're so easy to do in the air fryer. But with sweet potatoes, I can never get the crunch right. And I felt like with the chips, because it has the flour and the cornstarch and stuff on it already. And they don't have any additives other than like natural ingredients and some like seasoning. They have like salt and black pepper, cayenne pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, that stuff. But that was it. It didn't have like any additives, so I was fine to buy those. I've been having these with halloumi burgers in the week, which I'm looking forward to. Some coriander, 2 packs of wraps, loaf of bread, burger buns and pita breads, some fresh pasta because it takes 3 minutes to cook, and it's so nice to do this for such a quick, easy like lunch or tea for the kids. Put some like cream cheese in there, some pesto in there, stir it through, have this cooked, and you're literally done for dinner. Got some coconut milk. This was on offer at the moment. Don't know I'm gonna get a brand one, but it was on offer, cheaper than the Tesco one, and I need them for 2 different meals that I'm doing this week. Good old multigrain Cheerios. Hallie's just seen these and she wants them because they're your favourite, aren't they? Some little bunny bites that Hallie's having right now at like 9:45 in the morning. Breadsticks, Thai sweet chili McCoys. These were on offer this week and Ash loves these and he takes them into work and stuff with him. And then also these little, I don't know what they're called, Whitworth Fusions. George had these when he went to the zoo with his nan and he really loved them. And so I just got them as a little treat. I'm not gonna lie, I said to him if we went to nursery really nicely this morning, then I would pick up the treats that I had at the zoo for him. That's the bribe. So all of that came to £77, including the Tesco click and collect fee, which was like £2. What do you reckon? Is that a decent amount, or is just life so expensive and that's just terrible? Just in case anyone is looking for inspo, what we're having this week is sausage tray bake with red wine and onion jus, like gravy, on top. And we've already got the sausages, but I bought more sausages because I forgot we had the sausages, so I'll put those sausages in the freezer, and the ones that are in the fridge can be used. Anyway, chicken korma tray bake, that is one of the recipes I've seen on Instagram somewhere, and it was so delicious. You literally shove it all in, even the rice, into a tray bake, and you shove it in, and it's so good. And we've got some like korma paste in the cupboard. Chickpea wraps, we've got loads of chickpeas in tins in the cupboard, so I figured we'd do those. I do like, it's from this vegan cookbook. I don't know why I've got a vegan cookbook, but we have. I think it said like Thug Life Kitchen, and it like swears in it and stuff, so I bought it for Ash because I thought it was funny years ago, and we didn't realise it was vegan, but yeah, it is. On the chickpeas, you like spice them up with like cumin and paprika and loads of other stuff, and then you put like soy sauce and honey, and it's just really, really nice. It's delicious. So we're gonna have that for dinner with like carrots and cucumber and whatever else inside the wrap. Salmon tray bake, we've got salmon in the freezer, so we'll have like Mediterranean kind of style veg with that. So the peppers, we've got courgettes, probably potatoes and things like that, and then have like Mediterranean spices and things, or herbs and spices on. Friday, we've got halloumi burgers and sweet potato fries. And then Saturday, gochujang wings. We've got a good gochujang Korean style paste in the cupboard, so we're going to use that, and the kids are going to have the chicken thighs instead. And then Sunday we've got red Thai curry. We've got, again, red Thai like paste in the cupboard, and I've got all the chicken, and we've also got mange too. I might change the days around a little bit for some of these meals because I need to figure out what's going off when. So probably, like, to be honest, it's Monday now. The mange too that we've got in the fridge probably won't keep until Sunday, so we'll probably have to do the curry a different day, but I just needed to get ideas down on my list, so I know like what options I've got for dinners basically. These are just the options. So if a day is calling for a tray bake kind of dinner, like if it's a crazy day and I just need something quick and easy, shove it all in, kind of go, 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 I'll do one of those. And if it's one that I've got a little bit more time and I can like do the red Thai curry or whatever, I'll do that. I probably will do the red Thai curry earlier in the week, but anyway. happy days. I'm going to shove all of this away and then I will catch up with you a bit later. I'm chanting with a closing the curtains all night.
Oh damn, I've been feeling something for you lately, and I am trying so hard to just stay cool. Oh man, I think I might be going crazy, 'cause all I really, really want is to be with you. And I'm like,
Right, Hallie has just gone down for her nap. Absolutely good as gold. Like, she literally went down within 30 seconds. She was definitely ready. It's like 20 to 1. I've just been in the kitchen pretty much all morning, like figuring out the washing situation. There's a lot of it. I'm prepping some food. I've been batch cooking some bits. I've prepped for dinner later. We're having the red Thai curry tonight, not Sunday, because the mange choux, has been in the fridge all week. So they're still okay, which concerns me. Like, why are these still fine? Genetically modified mange choux, don't know. But I'm going to use those up. So I've made the like base. I just need to put in the chicken when it's actually like, I'm actually going to cook it because it's chicken breast, so I don't want it to go too dry or overcook. So I'm going to pop that in there when I'm ready to start actually like pretty much doing dinner. Like, that will only take maybe 10-15 minutes cooking all down. Put the mange choux in. The rice is all done as well. We're having like a little lime, maybe I'll pop some coriander rice in as well. I put in a little bit of stock into the water with the rice, and it makes the rice just taste a little bit more interesting. So I've done that. I also have made, well, I've made the batter. I've prepped the next batch of oat banana pancakes. I did oat, banana and pear pancakes this time because we had 4 little tiny pears in the fridge, again, that needed using. So putting them in some pancake mix. I'm gonna do those in a second, or I might just leave those for a little bit. I'll do those in a little bit because I need to go and film for a brand, but I need to just get onto my washing situation. I've got like a system going. Like, this is my duvet, which is now clean and dry. My mattress protector is in the washer. No, my mattress protector is in the dryer. So when the mattress protector is done, because I've only got one mattress protector for our bed, because it's like a king size or queen size, I don't know, massive bed. Anyway, we've only got one mattress protector, so whenever someone has an accident in the bed, the whole, that has to be cleaned and washed and done. Obviously, so does the duvet. We've got spare bedding, thankfully. However, because that was washed yesterday, the spare bedding is in there. That's washed and dried. I just need to like take it upstairs and sort it. But I also have a load of washing on my bed that I tipped out on my bed thinking I'll definitely do that today. So, got to do that as well. Anyone else's life just consists of washing and washing logistics and mind math, like mum math in our heads. Anyway, I'm gonna shove in this next load. This is dirty stuff. I'm gonna put in my trainers with it, I think. I'm gonna pop this here so that I remember to actually cook these pancakes up. I'm gonna go upstairs. I need to put loads of washing away. I won't bore you with that. I feel like I've had such a, I don't know, just like a morning of being a trad wife. Like, it's just so funny. I kind of get the appeal of the whole trad wife like thing, and I'm not gonna lie, like some parts of me would just love that life. Like, wouldn't anyone else? Like, not having to work, but just doing, like, having time to do all of these things for your family. Like, it's having the time. That's what it is. I've just realised the thing that appeals about trad wives is having time, because none of us ever have time. We don't have enough time as mums. And to be honest, like, if you're a stay-at-home mum, you don't just have time to be like prancing about in the kitchen, obviously, because you're with your kids. So I feel like you need to be a trad wife with kids in school. But at that point, like, how are you affording to do that? Because life is flipping expensive. So I don't know. It was just a thought that came into my head. Obviously, I don't actually if I think about it, don't like the whole trad wife vibe, because it's a very like, I don't know, traditional view of women, and you have to be like subservient to your husbands. I don't like any of that part of it. I do like having the idea of having time to cook meals for your family and do all of that without the expectation or like the subservience. Subservient, is that the word? I don't like any of that. I just want to have some more time, basically. That's all. Okay, banana pancakes are cooked, dinner is ready, and it is almost time to go and get George, literally in 15 minutes. So, happy days. I feel like I've achieved a lot today, mainly cooking and washing based, but I'm a mum, so basically that's my life. And although the sun isn't shining today, it's dry and it just feels like spring. I cannot emphasize how much just the seasons impact all of us. Like, you forget about it, and then winter kind of slowly goes away and you're like, oh, I wasn't depressed, I just needed like a flower to appear and then I'll be happy and motivated. The kids are both at nursery tomorrow, and I am going to see Molly. I am going to book a tip slot so that I can take all of that stuff to the tip, because it's honestly like that crevice in our garden. It's like the side area of our patio. I basically just chuck things there that need to go to the tip. There's an old lamp there, there's an old slide there, and I would sell it or like give it away on Facebook or something, but it's literally, it's broken, like the plastic is like cracked, so no one's gonna want it. So yeah, time to get rid. A few other things that I have like cooked and prepped and stuff that I haven't filmed today are some little breakfast pots for me and Ash. Basically, we had a load of yogurt in here that I'm not gonna eat, and Ash never eats yogurt really, so I made him these to take to work, hoping that he'll have them. So it's frozen berries at the bottom, yogurt, and then some honey, and then he can just put on some granola in the morning before he goes, so it doesn't go all soggy. So I've made those for him. He's got a couple of those, and then I've made some chia puddings. So it's got like frozen berries in there. I don't know if you can even see them, they're in there somewhere. Frozen berries, chia seeds, and then oat milk. Obviously no cow's milk. So I've made a few of those for myself, just in the hope that we actually eat a little bit of breakfast, healthy breakfast, and to be honest, like I say, use up some of that yogurt. I also cooked a chicken breast for Ash's lunches, because he said he was gonna do it yesterday and then he didn't, which made me think, if I'm cooking all day pretty much, doing other things, maybe I'll be a good wife and do that. Trad wife vibes. Hallie's out in the garden, I'm just keeping an eye on her. I am going to grab her and we're gonna go and get George, and I will catch up with you another time. Okay, I've just jumped out of the shower. Kids are both asleep. I can breathe. We had a bit of a, I don't know, just chaotic evening. I mean, all evenings are chaotic, aren't they, when you've got two kids running around. Anyway, I've just managed to have a shower. It is 9 PM. 10 past 9. I cleansed in the shower just because it's easier, you don't get it all dripping down your arms. And I'm gonna do my Skin and Me Day Doser. I promised I'd actually show you what this does, like how it works and stuff. So this is my Skin and Me Day Doser, which is personalised for me. So if you were to get one, it would be a different like formulation. It's put together by the dermatology team at Skin and Me, and it literally has a month's worth, a month's supply of product in here. Twist it like this until it clicks. That is the amount that you pop on your face, and that is it, because then it's the perfect amount. It's not too much, not too little, perfect. Don't forget, if you wanted to get your Skin and Me Day Doser for $4.99 for your first one, and then also a trial of the cleanser, the moisturiser, which I'm going to use after this, and then also the SPF, which I'm obviously not putting on right now because it is the evening. I only put that on in the mornings. My discount code is Shan March this month. Use it, abuse it, you will absolutely love it. As soon as you started it, you'll be hooked just like I am. But yeah, honestly, this evening was like a bit of a wild one. George just came back absolutely wired from nursery, you know, and they're just like, oh, I say like, I know not everyone has a kid like George, but the people that do will get it. Like, if you have a wild child, if you have a just, he's just a live wire. Like, I was saying this to Ash the other day. Honestly, when George grows up, he's going to be the most interesting, fun, creative, like amazing person, and I would love to be his friend. It's just really hard to parent a very strong-willed and, you know, like knows themselves person when they're young, because obviously like their impulses and stuff are, you know, crazy when they're like 3, 4, 5, like they, you know, they're just all over the place. And so this age is hard to parent, but you are seeing the glimmers of the person that they're becoming, and I love the person that he's becoming. Like I said, he's creative, he's smart, he's so intelligent, but yeah, like harnessing it is like key. And then yeah, there's just, sometimes it's a lot on the parent and also on him, like on his emotions and stuff. Like he's very, very emotional. But yeah, like I said, when you get the best out of him, he is honestly the best. Like he's the best person. It's just draining sometimes, and you know, I know that there are people out there that have kids like mine, like a bit of a spicy one, shall we say, and yeah, it can be a lot. So anyway, we're in it together at least. And then my daughter, on the other hand, this is the moisturiser by the way, just follows you around and just sort of is there and is happy to do what you want her to do, puts on her shoes when you ask. Like, it's just wild how different they are. And like, if anything, it's crazy because I'm like encouraging Hallie, my youngest, to be more like George, my eldest, more outgoing, a bit more like daring almost, because she's quite cautious with things, which means she doesn't take many risks, and therefore she, like when it comes to like climbing or running or anything like that, she's never ran, ever. And she's like 20 months old, which isn't even that old, but for me, who had as soon as George was walking, he was out the blocks and running wild and like falling headfirst into ditches, frankly, like he was like on one, whereas she is just so cautious. And it's just crazy, like you could have 2 kids from the same parents, same genes, same upbringing, same household, same surroundings, and be so polar opposite different. I know everyone said every kid is different, and to an extent I believed that, but wow, do I believe that now? Yes I do. Anyway, that is me done. Skincare all finished. But anyway guys, I think I am going to leave the vlog here because your girl is gonna go and get into bed, and I am gonna doom scroll, and then I am gonna fall asleep because it has been a bit of an evening, like I said. But yeah, for now I'm gonna love you, leave you, and I will see you next one. Bye guys.
You glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try